Dear Shepherd of the Hills, friends, just over a week ago, once again, our diversity has dissolved to discord. We see it all the time, exhaustion with injustice, where once again we find ourselves choosing between life and livelihood. I find it ironic at the same time that we enter into the church season of Pentecost with its violent wind and tongues of flames, just as we have seen in our city with the flames. The flames of Pentecost are associated with the ability to speak to one another, and most importantly, they allow us to listen to each other. While I am so supportive of peaceful protesting, I have to admit I've been very uncomfortable with the destruction of the riots and the fires. And then I read and reread the Pentecost text. Keywords like, they were all together in one place. And suddenly there came from heaven the rush of a violent wind. The tongues of fire rested on each of them, and the Holy Spirit moved in them so that they could speak in tongues. You see, this meant that they could finally understand one another. The language they spoke, the life experiences they had had could be heard by one another, listened to, and perhaps understood. Like always, there were doubters who accused them of being drunk. But Peter addressed them and explains they were not drunk, and then shares the words of Joel, who prophesied about the coming of the Holy Spirit, where we have visions and we dream dreams. At this time, when I hear of dreams, I think of Martin Luther King's famous speech. I had a dream. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all God's children, he said. The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright days of justice emerge. He went on to say, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American ideal. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the meaning of the creed. Behold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the character of the content of their character. I have a dream. In this time of COVID, I wonder if God is giving us an opportunity to dream, to create new normals, new systems of justice, to reimagine our world, to choose life over livelihood, to choose care for others over self. I pray as individuals and as a community, God would lead us into that change. One thing is for sure, I know God is grateful for you, and so am I.